Hey Simpsons fans, and welcome back to the Simpsons official channel. For over 3.5 decades and more than 750 episodes, woohoo! We've brought you the adventures of America's favorite family. From Springfield to Capital City, from Shelbyville to North Haverbrook, you've been with us every step of the way. But lately, some of you eagle-eyed viewers have noticed a change, a new trend, something a little more permanent, you might say. That's right, we're talking about death. Now, don't have a cow, man. We're not turning Springfield into a Stephen King novel, but the Grim Reaper has been clocking in a bit more often. And today, we're pulling back the curtain to talk about why this new chapter is one of the most exciting in the show's history. For the first 25 years of The Simpsons, a character passing away was a rare and monumental event. Think about it. When Maude Flanders was tragically knocked off that grandstand, it was a genuine shock that sent ripples through the entire community and changed Ned's life forever. When we said goodbye to the soulful Bleeding Gums Murphy, it gave us one of Lisa's most heartfelt and defining episodes. And of course, the loss of Edna Krabappel, handled with the utmost respect for the incredible Marcia Wallace, was a poignant and permanent farewell. These moments were powerful because they were so infrequent. They reminded us that even in a world of slapstick and absurdity, there were real stakes. But after so many seasons, our amazing team of writers started asking a new question. What if we could explore these themes more often, but in different, unexpected ways? And that brings us to the show's current era, what many critics and fans, and we're so grateful for this, are calling a new golden age for the series. A huge part of that comes from a willingness to take bigger risks and tell stories that surprise even the most dedicated viewers. It started subtly, with characters on the fringe of Springfield. Take Larry the Barfly. For years, he was just there, at the end of the bar, a piece of the scenery. But in the episode Cremains of the Day, his sudden death becomes the entire point. It forces Homer, Moe, Lenny, and Carl to confront a sobering reality. They spent years sitting next to this man and knew absolutely nothing about him. The episode isn't just about a death. It's a profound and hilarious story about friendship, regret, and the lives we forget to notice. Then, just this past season, we saw the passing of another background player, Nick the Realtor. But instead of a somber reflection, his demise kicked off a full-blown murder mystery, pulling Marge and a surprisingly competent Chief Wiggum into a web of suburban secrets. These permanent deaths prove that our universe can still change and evolve. But the real game changer has been our willingness to play with mortality when it comes to the family themselves, even if it's just for one episode. This isn't entirely new. We've been doing it in Treehouse of Horror for decades. But now we're using it in the main timeline to create incredible emotional stakes. Remember in season 35's It's a Blunderful Life? We see an older Lisa telling a long, winding story to her family. The episode ends with the punchline that Bart had literally died of boredom listening to her. It's a dark, hilarious gag that works because it's so unexpected. It's that classic, self-aware Simpsons humor reminding you that in our world, anything can happen, even for a punchline. But then we took it a step further. We used a temporary death not for a joke, but for pure, unadulterated drama. In the season 36 finale, Stranger Things, we flashed forward to see the future of Bart and Lisa's relationship. We see them as adults, estranged and at odds. And then, right in the middle of their story, the unthinkable happens. Marge passes away. For a moment, it was real. No gag, no dream sequence, just a sudden, heartbreaking loss of the family's anchor. Many of you online said you were genuinely shocked, that you never expected the show to go there, even temporarily. And that was the point. Bart and Lisa's conflict, their eventual reconciliation, it wouldn't have meant half as much without feeling the weight of their mother's absence. Marge's death, even for a short time, was the catalyst that made that future story so powerful and resonant. It was the emotional core that made their reunion feel earned. So what does this all mean for the future of The Simpsons? It means that after more than 750 episodes, we are more committed than ever to keeping you on the toes. By embracing character deaths, both the permanent goodbyes to background figures and the temporary, high-stakes what-if scenarios for our main family, we've unlocked a whole new dimension of storytelling. Our massive cast of Springfielders isn't just a static background anymore. It's a living, breathing world where actions have consequences. And our flexible timeline allows our writers to explore futures, alternate presents, and emotional depths we couldn't have touched in the early years. It proves that this show, even in its fourth decade, has so much more potential to explore. This trend isn't about endings. It's about creating new beginnings for stories, generating stakes, and proving that Springfield is still full of surprises. Marge's temporary death wasn't just a tragedy. It was a promise that we will never stop experimenting, never stop pushing boundaries, and never ever stop trying to tell the best, funniest, and most heartfelt stories we can. What do you think? Which character death in Simpsons history hit you the hardest? Was it Maude, bleeding gums, or were you shocked by the events of Stranger Things? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to The Simpsons Official, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a thing from our favorite town. Thanks for watching.